All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel, man. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. As you can see, we are back in the Evo game today. We are doing an install. We are doing an inline fuel filter on the red Evo. If you guys haven't seen previously, we did just get that car flex tuned by Chris Carby down at AG Autosports. Very successful on E85. He did 401 wheel horsepower. Super impressive with the stock turbo with like 98,000 miles or something on there. He's doing a bunch of mods here in the short future, but today, just as a precaution, since we are now running E85 on that car, he's doing the inline fuel filter for extra protection before it hits those big old injectors. But so he's on his way. Let's go ahead and get our car out of here and we will scoot his in here. Also, side note before we get this started, guys, MR2 project. This is the K-Series turbo project that we are working on today. The next video will be showing how to put in the axles into this actual car, the proper half shaft, proper bolts, everything, how to get those in 100%. As I showed you before, if you haven't seen, the K-Series is now dropped in with the transmission and everything. We have our turbo over there. Our turbo manifold is already ordered and getting mocked up, so very soon. And I'll also go back with this video, by the way. I think it's gonna be the next one, showing how you do the half shaft and both of the axles. I'll be showing you how to get the shift linkages connected and how that connects up to the shift box. And again, guys, we did do the shift box. We did the hybrid racing shift box with the Hux Racing flat mount, so it's super low, as you can see. And then I threaded it down so we can actually add a shift knob instead of having that big boom stick. We will go over all that in the same video, shift linkages, the shift box, and the axles all the way through. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this Evo out of here. Alright guys, here she is, the old Riley Red Evo, 401 wheel horsepower on that stock turbo, as I said. Today, inline fuel filter. He's going to do a fuel rail and regulator very soon here, but just as precaution, as I said, saying we are running E85, we're going to change this out. Now this line, which I'll get a better view on in 1 second, is going to be this little red one here, and it runs back there to the steel line back there, and we're going to be replacing that. I'm going to go ahead and go over the parts in 1 second, and I'm also going to fast forward you guys and disassemble this just to give you a really clear vision. I'll be taking this intake and the blow-off valve system completely out, like I said, to actually give you a good view here, and jumping over to the shelf. This is it, man. You can get these at Map Performance. Of course, I'll put a link in the bottom so you guys can see that. But this is the inline fuel filter right here. It does come with all the new fittings right here to go right over the stock original lines and everything. That'll clip right over. Again, I'll show you guys, of course, step by step in a second. This one will go on this side, that one will be on that side, and then you'll be putting these ends in over here. I'll set you guys down, fast forward you, get all this connected and tightened. Don't over tighten this stuff, guys. This is aluminum end, so you don't want to like over strip this piece. But that is it, man. We'll do that. We'll go ahead and take off the intake system, and then we'll go ahead and plug it up. Okay, and here it is, guys. As you see, the original battery box. I just took out the entire intake system and also laid my blow-off valve out of the way so you can have a clear view here. You may be able to get this job done with that stuff still in, but it takes like 2 minutes to take it off. So I would suggest popping it off to make it nice and simple for yourself. This is the line we're gonna be working with today and replacing. So you see this metal line that goes actually to the fuel rail over here. This is going to be your fuel feed, okay? So you're gonna have this clip here, and then right back here where I'm pointing, as you can see, there's gonna be, this is where it connects to on the other side to another metal barb like this. You're just gonna, on the bottom, push that up, and then it exposes the other red one. So this red one and this red one are the ones that connect all the way through with this rubber hose. Same deal on both of them. Get a screwdriver behind there, pop this clip out, and then you'll be able to pull this line right off of this metal barb, and that's the one we're gonna be replacing with a new inline fuel filter. Try not to drop your clip like that, but let's get it. As you can see, those things just slid off nice and easy. As I said, you just pop this clip up, you can just pull it right off, and then shimmying this through to show the other side. As you saw already, we just took off the little rubber clip on that one, and same deal. You literally just pull it off right off the barb. The barb has like a little ring around it that actually locks it in, and once you take off that little plastic piece, it is then free to release. So let's go ahead and get over the table. Let's put our new fuel filter all together, and then we'll go ahead and show you how easy it is just to pop this thing right in. All right, over to the shelf here to put our line together. First thing you're gonna wanna do is get a big old turbo like this. Just kidding. Anyway, that's stupid, dude. Now this is what's gonna come in the box when you guys do buy this. You'll have your two end fittings. These end fittings are gonna go over the stock original metal barbs that you have. Now that metal barb, remember, it is like a straight line here, and then about a 1/4 inch in, which I'll show you close up in a second, and has that ring that kind of protrudes itself out. That is for when you slide this line over it, it locks itself internally over that little barb. Inside that, you will not be able to pull this thing out no matter what, unless you squeeze both sides and then work its way back over, which is actually a pain in the butt after you have it on. But that's that. So you have both of your end fittings here. As you can see, it does have male fittings. So those male fittings will just go straight into the end just like this. Remember, all this stuff is aluminum, so don't go crazy on it because you don't want to actually strip out any of the threads. You're gonna do that just like that for the one portion. And then this is your new fuel filter here. You're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Don't over torque it, but you're just gonna screw that on. I'll go back with a wrench in a second, give it those little baby quarter turns. We do that to both sides just like this. All tightened down on all corners here. As I said, these little clips just go right over the barb. As you can see, this is the barb right here, straight line, and then it has a little ridge that goes out. We're trying to get it over the ridge. You're literally gonna be able to feel this click into itself when it goes over, and then we'll run it back to the other one right back here. We'll do the same thing. As you can see, it's straight, it has a little rivet that goes around. You clip it over there, and that is it. Then those things are locked in place. Maybe get a little snug on each of those to make sure it's in there. We'll put our intake system back on, and that is how you install your inline fuel filter. All right, as you can see, we did connect this one back here, nice and snug as you can pull on it. Make sure you're a little careful, you don't want to kink that actual metal line it is connected to. It's just gonna run a little rainbow over here and go right around and right into this, okay? I wanted to stop the video, guys, because of course this is why we make these videos. This is actually needs an adjustment, okay? So again, we're trying to get it over the little rib right here, but right here where my finger is, really hard to see, there's a little tab here, a metal tab. That metal tab will stop the stock line from going in too far, but you're actually gonna wanna take a screwdriver and bend that out of the way completely. In one way or another, just like I'm doing right now, just kind of twisting it and then getting this little thing out of here, because this won't go in all the way over this barb if you have that in the way. So I just bent it back, I'll do it a little bit more, and then we'll clip this right over, and that is that. All right, and there it is, guys, with that little clip bent backwards and went right over. And as you can see, I'm doing a little pull test here, and we are locked in place. Let's go ahead and add our intake bag.
But whatever, I mean, whatever happens, I don't care, you know what I'm saying?
All right, and there you guys have it, man, running all the way around. The car is currently running, but you can't hear it because I got jacked up on the voice audio, dude. So all the way up to this point right here, you have everything messed up. And as you see, that is super, super easy. Again, I'll put a link in the bottom if you guys do want to actually use this exact one we plugged in today, but that is it. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you